Okay, these are the rules for the demonstration. You see, your goal is to show or prove value or efficiency to a prospective buyer. To show or prove value, you would have to be there. Like, you have to be there completely. You cannot demonstrate something without being there, you know what I mean, with the customer. You can't just say, hey, go drive it, go play with it, test it out. You need to be there in order for the demonstration to actually take place. By definition, you would have to be there. You can also not prove value if you're not hitting on the DBMs. You remember DBMs? Dominant buying motives. Remember the APEs? Appearance, performance, economy, safety. You remember these things? Okay, you got to hammer away on those. Here's the rules. Rule: always, always, always control the demonstration. Always give a demonstration before negotiating figures. Make sure your product is ready to present. Does it work? Is it clean? There's no glitches, okay? You don't want to present products that aren't ready. It's dead. It doesn't open. You go into the program and it doesn't work. You turn the car on, it doesn't light up. It's out of gas, okay? It's dirty. You do not want that to happen. Rule: make sure it's clean. There's no glitches. It works. It operates. It's perfect. Next rule: you have to be on the demonstration to actually give a demonstration, right? I say, hey, demonstrate that chair. And you're like, okay, I'm going to go inside. It's impossible to demonstrate it. All right, rule: always, always drive the demonstration before you allow the other person to drive or test or use the product. You want to drive the demonstration. You want to get people comfortable with what it does, what it can't do, and you want to control what they're looking at. Okay, rule: turn control of the demonstration over after you have set the stage for that demonstration. So I'm going to set it up first, and then I'm going to give them access to control that demonstration and experience it for themselves. Rule: slow the process down. Maintain control. Literally, like if a guy's grabbing phone calls while I'm demonstrating, I'm going to actually ask for permission. Sir, you mind giving me like 5 minutes without a call? Okay? I promise you it'll be worth your while. The worst case, I waste 5 minutes, but I promise you, I'll never waste your time. You want to grab control, grab attention, maintain control of the demonstration presentation. You're going to have one shot at doing this. This demonstration presentation is going to be the one thing that determines the value of the product and how much money you get for it in the close, and how easy that close is going to be. Rule: make people comfortable before turning over controls. Make sure they're comfortable. They understand how to work the product. They're comfortable with it. They can reach everything. They understand where things are at. You do not want to get them comfortable amidst the presentation. Rule: use a pre-planned route that you're familiar with. Look, with so many different variables, different things that can happen with you, what you want to do is get as much consistency as possible, okay? So what I'll do is I'll pick a pre-planned route, not for them, but for me. I want to bring as much consistency and sense of control to my environment, because I know the customer is going to have their own variables, and this is going to come up and that's going to come out. I just want to get as consistent as possible. Rule: use assumptive statements. Your vehicle. What do you want to change on it? What do you want to add to your new car? Use anything that's assumptive, okay? Pull your new car over, all right? Turn the air condition down on your new car. Anything that can assume ownership. We'll talk more about assuming ownership later. Rule: reassure price concerns. Anytime your buyer brings up price, but how much is it going to be? Is it going to be too expensive? What are my payments going to be? What's the price? You have to continue to reassure people. Don't not answer that question. Don't not address that situation. Reassure the buyer's price concerns, okay? Rule: super freak your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you, okay, enough about you want to go overboard with your presentation. Literally, if they look at three different places for the same product, you want to super freak your presentation to the point to where they're like, wow, man. Wow, man. You want to literally hit people so hard that they're like, oh my gosh. Hey, you remember that one guy, the super freak guy? That's where we need to go back to. Look, the purpose of your demonstration is to show or prove value or efficiency. That is the definition, okay? To show or prove value to a prospective buyer and obtain mental ownership. The rules will serve you. The rules will help you do a great presentation and super freak your buyer to ensure you of a close.